A lake. Wear stripes. Meet pink. Wear predators. Hunts from above and below. Wear color. Meets power. And the tallest. This is Lake Nakuru. We're giants. And the smallest share one world. Where apex predators defy gravity. Where scavengers meet waterfalls. Where 500 species thrives. Lake Nakuru is not like other African lakes. Its waters are alkaline, almost caustic, with a pH ranging from 9 to 11, comparable to household bleach. Across the Great Rift Valley, there are fewer than a dozen soda lakes like this, each one a unique sanctuary sculpted by volcanic activity millions of years ago. The volcanic minerals create conditions where spirulina, a microscopic powerhouse, thrives. This lake produces up to 250,000 tons of algae per year. And this abundance supports some of Africa's most magnificent creatures. The white rhinoceros. 2 tons of prehistoric power grazing peacefully in one of their last safe havens on Earth. Their name is a mistranslation. White comes from the Afrikaans word wide, meaning wide, a reference to their broad, square lips, perfectly adapted for grazing grass. Unlike their cousins, the black rhino, these are lawn mowers of the savanna. That horn, made of keratin, the same material as human fingernails, has nearly cost them everything. By the 1980s, fewer than 20 white rhinos remained in Kenya. They were on the brink of extinction. Every calf born here represents a small victory in one of conservation's greatest battles. Nakuru National Park became a sanctuary in 1987 with 24-hour armed protection. Today, over 100 white rhinos roam these grasslands. The matriarch leads with caution. Her calf, born just months ago, stays within touching distance. For the first year of its life, this youngster will rarely stray more than a few meters from her side. In the heat of midday, they rest. The calf, still learning the rhythms of this world, dozes under its mother's watchful eye. Even for a creature this size, vigilance is constant. Lions rarely threaten adult rhinos, but a calf is vulnerable. Yet here in Nakuru, an extraordinary balance exists. Giants and the delicate share the same shores. Where armor meets feathers, and the alkaline waters support them both. Lesser flamingos. Over 1 million strong, they transform the lake into a sea of pink. This single gathering represents nearly 3/4 of the world's entire lesser flamingo population. Their beaks are evolutionary marvels. Flamingos feed upside down. The upper mandible is smaller and moves, while the lower jaw remains stationary, the opposite of nearly every other bird. As water flows through, tiny hair-like filters trap algae particles as small as 0.5 millimeter. Each bird can filter up to 20 liters of water per hour. Without this diet rich in carotenoid pigments, flamingos would be white. This is one of Earth's greatest wildlife spectacles, visible from space. But these birds depend on a handful of alkaline lakes scattered across East Africa. When water levels drop, millions must move as one. But the lake is just one piece of Nakuru's puzzle. Beyond these shores, the grasslands tell a different story. Zebras, the plains' iconic residents. With their bold black and white stripes, they graze peacefully in the morning light. Each pattern is unique, as individual as a human fingerprint. But why stripes? Recent research suggests they deter biting flies, the high contrast patterns confusing the insect's visual systems. But in a landscape shared with predators, vigilance is everything. Helmeted guineafowl scratch and peck at the earth, their constant chatter filling the air. Safety in numbers is their strategy. The helmeted guineafowl is a ground-dwelling bird native to Africa, known for its spotted plumage and loud calls. It plays a vital ecological role by controlling insect populations and dispersing seeds across grasslands. Though occasionally one finds solitude, their distinctive helmet, a bony casque on the head, helps them push through tall grass while searching for food. The Lilac-breasted Roller, a living jewel shimmering against the green backdrop of Nakuru. Its plumage warns rivals, this territory is taken. During courtship, males perform dramatic aerial rolls, plummeting from heights of up to 10 meters. A display that gives them their name and wins them their mate. But rollers are also efficient hunters. From their high perches, they scan for grasshoppers, beetles, and small lizards. In the dry season, a single roller can consume over 50 insects a day. But there are bigger hunters in these skies. The Long-crested Eagle. From this vantage point, nothing escapes its gaze. Raptor's eyesight is up to 8 times sharper than a human's, capable of spotting a rodent from over 1 kilometer away. They don't just see better, they see ultraviolet light revealing the urine trails of their prey. The Augur Buzzard, adaptable and patient. In the ever-changing landscape of Nakuru, flexibility is survival. But while hunters watch from above, the water's edge has its own drama. The great white pelican. Weighing up to 15 kilograms with a wingspan of 3 meters, these giants are master fishers. Their massive bills can hold up to 13 liters of water, 3 times their stomach capacity, a living fishing net. They often work in groups, forming semicircles and driving fish into the shallows. This cooperation can increase success rates by 40%. The yellow-billed stork stalks the shallows with different strategy. Success. Using grope feeding, it walks with bill partially open, snapping shut the instant it touches prey. Unlike herons that hunt by sight, this stork relies entirely on touch. Its bill snaps shut in just 25 milliseconds, one of the fastest reflexes in the bird world. In these murky alkaline waters, touch beats vision. Smaller waders like the three-banded plover work the mudflats, while the sacred ibis probes for insects and crustaceans. The pied kingfisher watches from its rocky perch, patient, focused, waiting for the shimmer of fish below. A spotted hyena, Nakuru's most misunderstood resident. Often dismissed as mere scavengers, hyenas are in fact sophisticated hunters with complex social structures. This one is searching, always searching. But even a hyena knows there are some territories best left alone. In Nakuru, the most dangerous predators don't always hunt from the ground. As dawn breaks over Nakuru, the sanctuary awakens. Every day in this ecosystem is a negotiation between hunger and caution, between risk and reward. And every creature has learned to read the subtle signs of danger. The Rothschild's giraffe, one of the rarest subspecies on Earth. With fewer than 2,500 remaining in the wild, Nakuru has become a critical sanctuary for these gentle giants. Their 45-centimeter tongues are perfectly adapted for navigating the thorns of acacia trees. That dark coloration, it's believed to protect against sunburn during hours of feeding. Standing up to 5.5 meters tall, they browse where no other herbivore can reach. This feeding strategy reduces competition, and in Nakuru's ecosystem, finding your niche is survival. But height comes with challenges. Drinking requires an awkward, vulnerable position. Their excellent eyesight can spot movement from a kilometer away, and right now, something is watching. In Nakuru, the hunted and the hunter exist in delicate balance. Trust your instincts or pay the price. High above the plains, the Tawny Eagle feeds. A migrant from distant Central Asian steppes, this eagle has traveled over 5,000 kilometers to reach Nakuru's hunting grounds. Even while feeding, vigilance never stops. In a land of opportunists, a meal can be stolen in seconds. Those talons can exert over 400 pounds per square inch of pressure. Once caught, prey has no escape. But in Nakuru, there's always another hunter waiting for an opportunity. The Marabou Stork, undertaker of the African plains. With its bald head and massive bill, beauty is not its gift, but efficiency is. These scavengers can consume carrion that would poison other animals. Their stomach acid is among the strongest in the animal kingdom, powerful enough to dissolve bones. In Nakuru's ecosystem, nothing goes to waste. Death feeds life, and life continues. Egyptian geese patrol the shallows, territorial and vocal. Their aggressive nature belies their smaller size. These birds will defend their nesting sites against much larger intruders. The African spoonbill employs a unique hunting technique. Sweeping its specialized bill through murky water, it detects prey by touch alone. Tiny sensors along the bill's edges can feel the slightest movement of fish or crustaceans. In water where visibility is measured in centimeters, touch is more valuable than sight. In the fever tree forests that fringe the lake, another community thrives. Vervet monkeys, highly intelligent and deeply social. Their troops can number up to 50 individuals, led by a dominant female. Social bonds are everything. The young learn through play, developing the skills they'll need to navigate their complex social world. Impala. These antelopes are built for speed, capable of leaping up to 3 meters high and 10 meters long in a single bound. Waterbuck. Their coats produce an oily, musky secretion that waterproofs their fur. It also makes them less palatable to predators, a built-in defense mechanism. The Cape buffalo, Africa's most unpredictable herbivore. Don't let their grazing fool you. These are among the most dangerous animals in Africa, responsible for more human deaths than any other large mammal. In a herd, they are nearly invincible. Even lions think twice before attacking. Mud serves multiple purposes: cooling in the intense heat, protection from insects, and relief from parasites. But they're not alone in this ritual. The Oxpecker, nature's pest control. These small birds form a partnership with the giants. They feed on ticks, flies, and other parasites. The buffalo provides an endless buffet. But the relationship goes deeper. Oxpeckers also act as sentries. Their alarm calls warn buffalo of approaching danger, a mutualism perfected over millions of years. But buffalo society is not always peaceful. Dominance must be established. Breeding rights must be won. These battles rarely result in serious injury, but the stakes are real. Dominance means access to females. Dominance means legacy. In Nakuru, strength is respected, but even the strongest buffalo share the sanctuary with apex predators. Olive baboons, among Africa's most successful primates. Their intelligence is formidable, their social structure complex, their adaptability legendary. The young learn by watching. Social rank is established early and maintained throughout life. The alpha male's role is protection. He watches for threats. And when danger approaches, his warning can mean the difference between life and death. They know, they've seen. In Nakuru's delicate balance, the hunted have learned to coexist with the hunters, but the truce is fragile. And as the afternoon heat settles over the plains, the heat of midday brings a pause. Buffalo rests, giraffes stand motionless. Even the hyenas find shelter. Only at the water's edge does activity continue. The flamingos, adapted to this harsh environment, feed throughout the day. But for most, these hours are for rest. And in the trees above, the lions wait. This behavior, so rare that even scientists debate why it happens. What drives lions to abandon the ground, their natural domain? Is it to escape insects, to find cooler air? Or is it something more strategic? In Nakuru, lions have learned to defy gravity. This is one of nature's rarest behaviors. Tree-climbing lions exist in only a handful of places on Earth, and Nakuru is one of them. But why? Why would the kings of the savannah abandon their domain? The theories are many. Some say it's to escape the biting flies that plague the ground during the heat of the day. Others suggest it's about visibility. From these heights, they can survey their territory for kilometers. Or perhaps it's simply because they can. In Nakuru, where prey is abundant and competition minimal, these lions have the luxury of innovation. Whatever the reason, it's extraordinary. This is a family, a pride of 11, brothers, sisters, mothers, and cubs. The males with their impressive manes are the protectors, but up here, there's little to protect against. The lionesses form the core of the pride, related females who hunt together, raise cubs together, and defend territory together. Their bonds are reinforced through constant interaction, a touch, a nuzzle. These small gestures maintain the social fabric that holds the pride together. The younger members watch and learn. Every behavior, every skill will be passed down through observation. Up here in the relative cool of the canopy, they can rest undisturbed. Below, life continues. Even from this height, their presence is felt. The ecosystem knows they are here. As the afternoon wanes, the pride begins to stir. The heat is breaking, and with the cooling air comes hunger. The descent is methodical. Claws extended, muscles controlled. What goes up must eventually come down. The descent requires precise coordination. Unlike leopards, who are natural climbers, lions are not anatomically designed for arboreal life. Their retractable claws can extend up to 38 millimeters, sharp enough to pierce flesh, strong enough to support nearly 200 kilograms of descending muscle. Each claw must anchor into bark with perfect precision. A lion's forelimbs are incredibly powerful, designed to bring down prey 5 times their size, but climbing down requires a different kind of strength. Eccentric muscle contraction, where the muscle lengthens while under tension. It's actually more demanding than climbing up. Lions show individual preferences in how they descend. Some climb down head first, trusting their claws in balance. Others prefer to back down, maintaining visual contact with the branch, a safer but slower method. This behavior, tree climbing in lions, exists in only a handful of locations worldwide. Lake Manyara in Tanzania, Queen Elizabeth National Park in Uganda, and here in Nakuru. Fewer than 5% of Africa's lion population exhibits this behavior. But why? Scientists have debated this for decades. The most popular theory, escape from biting flies. On the ground, tsetse flies and stomoxys flies can be relentless, particularly during the heat of the day when lions try to rest. These insects are not just annoying, they can transmit diseases. In the trees at heights of 6 to 8 meters, fly density drops by up to 80%. Another theory suggests thermoregulation. Air temperature can be 3 to 5 degrees Celsius cooler in the canopy, with significantly better air circulation. For an animal that can weigh up to 190 kilograms for males, 130 kilograms for females, and is covered in dense fur. Heat management in the African sun is critical. Then there's the tactical advantage. From these heights, lions have an unobstructed view of their territory spanning several kilometers. They can spot prey movements, identify the weak, the young, the isolated. Studies have shown that tree-climbing lions in Manyara have a 15% higher hunting success rate than their ground-dwelling counterparts, possibly due to this strategic advantage. One by one, they return to their natural domain. Each lion has its own style, some confident, others cautious, but all successful. Even the most unusual behaviors require teaching, experience passed from generation to generation. On the ground, the pride reassembles. These rituals reinforce bonds. Every member has a role. In Nakuru, these lions are apex predators, but they're also symbols of something greater. This sanctuary is not an accident, it's a choice. In the 1960s, Lake Nakuru was declared a bird sanctuary. By 1968, it became a national park, and in 1987, it became a rhino sanctuary. Species that were on the brink now thrive. Predators and prey coexisting in a carefully maintained balance. But this balance is fragile. Climate change threatens the lake's water levels. Human encroachment presses at the boundaries. Poaching, though reduced, remains a constant threat. Yet here conservation works. Here protection matters. Here nature is given the space it needs to not just survive, but to flourish. Every calf born, every pride that hunts, every flock that feeds. These are victories, small perhaps in the face of global challenges, but victories nonetheless. As the sun sets over Lake Nakuru, the sanctuary prepares for night. The flamingos will feed through the darkness. The lions will hunt under the stars. The rhinos will guard their young. And tomorrow, as dawn breaks, some lions will once again climb into the trees. This is Nakuru, a sanctuary in the Great Rift Valley, a place where ancient rhythms continue, where life finds a way.